I'm going to teach you how to make this adorable costume. So I bought a laundry basket from the Dollar Tree. And then from there, I cut off the bottom. So I just used scissors, cut off the bottom, and then I cut up the sides. I then actually taped the bottom so that way it wasn't poking anybody when I was trying to figure out how I was going to design this. So I took the part that I cut off and I glued it opposite. So I just turned it around so that way it looks like a bite was taken out of the cupcake. And then I got this cardboard. This is watermelon or pumpkin cardboard boxes that I got from the grocery store. And I cut out a shape that's like the top, and then I poked holes through it. Got some zip ties, put the zip ties through, and then I put the top of the laundry basket on with the zip ties. And then I went through and retightened them and cut off all of the pieces. I then, from there, glued that so then that way no pokey parts would hit my daughter. And so I cut off this part of the cage of the laundry basket and glued it. Same concept. I did the bottom piece as well, tracing it out on the cardboard and cutting it out with a box knife. Same thing, poked holes, did the zip ties. I then decided to cut off the top part, so that way it made it all flush. I had this carpet piece that I bought from the dollar store as well that I traced and cut out just to kind of make this flat and even. I actually ended up cutting more out of the side so it was easier for my daughter to get in and out of the costume. I then had bought this batting and used the batting to cover the sides. That way it was super flexible and easy for me to make the surface area nice and smooth. I added ribbon for straps for her to be able to hold it onto her shoulders. I made sure that I used the batting to cover all the interior pieces that would be touching my daughter so that way she wouldn't get poked. From there, I got the brown fabric, traced it, and then cut it. And I did a piece for the side, a piece for the bottom, and then I actually had a different piece for the top, like fabric-wise. And I ironed all of those pieces, and then I took some leftover batting that I had and made the filling. I glued everything onto the side and the top piece. I have this awesome Gorilla Glue spray glue, which is amazing. Pushed all the sides on, glued everything with hot glue. Any pieces that were not being held down or not sticking with the glue, I ended up just going back through and gluing them with the hot glue. And I also ended up cutting off any of the excess pieces that I didn't want left on the costume. And then I did the inside, so I kind of wrapped pieces around where my daughter would be going in and out of the costume so nothing would poke her. And then I got this rope and started gluing it on. Just did the design that I wanted. I taped the end so that way they wouldn't fray, just with some Scotch tape. And then that was it. That completed the costume. I was really happy with the end result. Let me know if you have any questions about this whole process. And I hope you guys like the other costumes that I made this year too for my kiddos. Happy Halloween!